welcome. Hello, welcome. It is me, FieldTalk Benzi, on the FieldTalk podcast with the other hostesses at FieldTalk Just, Sal Talk Soccer. How you guys doing?
Actually have a question.
All right.
Are we really hosts?
Yeah, we're all host. We're all hosting. We host
Wait, I,
this.
I have another question.
Okay.
Isn't hostesses the female term?
Yes, I know. I was wondering if you guys would catch on, and you did.
Oh, but
Thank you. Sal.
I identify as a man currently.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll keep that in mind from now on. I apologize.
I'd like to identify myself as a Sal.
I got you, Sal. It is Monday. It's been October for so long. It is Monday, November 2nd, 8:39 p.m. Eastern, 5:39 Pacific. If you're watching us here on YouTube, remember, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. October was actually a pretty good month for us. I guess it was the nonstop content. Yes, you
Finally
guys.
living up to the promise.
I know, for real. It's for all the times we missed, we made up in October. Like, for real. I think we set like a record for us. It was like 15 uploads, I think, in October.
Something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, it's and we're keeping it going this week. So, November starting off strong. And then for you guys listening on the podcast apps or whatever streaming app you use, may it be Anchor, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, my favorite, Spotify, etc., etc. I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, today is Champions League group stage match day 3. Are you guys excited about this round, or
I'm excited about Champions League. Really, all I can be excited about.
Yeah, we'll get to that tomorrow, so I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. Well, yeah, but we got Champions League tomorrow and Wednesday, and then we'll have a 2-week break on Champions League. I read an article earlier this morning, and it was saying that these are coming. Is the saying thick and fast or fast and thick?
I think it's thick and fast.
Thick and fast,
I'm gonna go thick and fast.
All right, I wasn't
I
sure.
don't know. It sounds wrong to me for some reason. But
It definitely does. That's why, like, I was kind of nervous to say it, but I feel like I've heard it before. I just can't remember. What went
did you
first.
hear it like in a PG context or in
Of
a
course,
rated R
man.
context?
A PG. But yeah, so does it feel? It does feel like that, right? I believe this schedule is kind of very squashed together because of this whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
It's cool and it's not cool, but some teams are taking advantage of it, others are not. You'll see what we mean once we get into all the group breakdowns, what games are going on, which day and what day. Also, if you live in the US and you haven't voted yet and you're able to vote, tomorrow's your last day. Go
And
vote.
the world's coming, people.
Vote. Vote.
So yeah, that would be the end of the political stuff there. And we move. So 3rd November, Group A. Well, 3rd November, is that tomorrow? It is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
I feel like shouldn't like Group A and A through, I can't think of what's
A through
D,
C?
right? A through D. I think that's half because there's 8 groups. So yeah, A through D, I would have figured would be playing tomorrow. I mean, Wednesday. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just here to talk about the games. I'm not going to get too deep into it. So tomorrow we have Group A. Sal, Antonio, can you give me the standings for Group A?
The standings are as followed: Bayern München, Atletico de Madrid, Lokomotiv Moscow, and rounded out by FC Salzburg.
I believe Atletico has 4 points?
3 points.
3 points. Who they lose to? Oh, they lost to Bayern in the first match game. True. For some reason, I feel like they had a different schedule than
Group B though.
Yeah, well, we're going with Group A. Don't get
That's
too
what
excited just yet, man.
Nah, man, I just saw a discount on some washing machines in that group. So
that's
I
why
got
that's why Bayern is the only second place team with a minus goal differential.
Wait, Bayern's in second?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bayern. No, I mean
first.
Madrid.
Atletico.
Oh, I was about to say.
Atletico's the only team out of the whole A through H that has a negative goal differential because of the game against Bayern.
But wasn't that only like 4 goals?
They have a -3 goal differential. So how many did they get scored on?
They didn't score. They scored 3, so that's already -1. Then plus a 2 added by Salzburg. Yeah, it makes sense. -3. So yeah, tomorrow, 12:55, Lokomotiv Moscow, Atletico de Madrid, first game. I'm not sure if it's the first game of the day, but I'm pretty sure it is because it's 12:55. What do you guys got going on in this game?
Lokomotiv Moscow. Isn't that such a cool name?
Right? I like how they spell too. It's like Moskva.
Oh yeah, I mean, cool name and all. I think they go down to Atletico 2-0.
2-0. So Atletico going into Moscow 2-0.
I'm not taking any chance with this. 2-2, since it's in Moscow, and somehow these teams have been kind of good.
That's true.
Yeah, I feel like any Ukrainian, Russian team, when they're playing at home, they have this, for some reason, with fans, without fans, they have this advantage that comes into play. I'm gonna go. I'll take the upset on this one, 2-1, Lokomotiv. And it's hard for me to say because Atletico has been playing good since that win against Salzburg. Went into the weekend, played good. Joao Felix still continues to score, but I'm just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go with the 2-1 upset. So we go to next game in Group A tomorrow, 1500, 3:00, 3 p.m. It is Salzburg hosting Bayern München.
I think, did we miss the Gladbach and Shakhtar? Or
We're
was
going
I
group by group.
spaced out? Oh yeah, all right. I'm looking at it. My bad. Sorry guys.
Good.
Let's do it.
This one is the one I have to give it to the away team, Bayern Munich. They're on a 13-game win streak, longest in the Champions League. They make it 14. 3-0.
3-1 Bayern.
5-0. Bayern.
Oh,
That's a big one.
That
big
is.
Score. I'm going to see if they have any prior meetings head-to-head, and they do not have any prior meetings head-to-head, so it's their first meeting in the Champions League, I suppose.
That's going to be a 5-0 thrashing.
And then we move. Now you can get excited, Justin. Group B. San Antonio.
Sitting in first. Shakhtar. Sitting in second. Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Ooh, the first 2 visitors to the Watch House.
Inter and Real Madrid.
So it's do or die for Madrid, or AKA for Jay, Watch House FC.
Hey, I never said that, but I like it. Watch House FC.
Tag it. You say it so much, you might as well.
Watch House.
Have it. And given that, I believe Alexis Sanchez, Lukaku, and I had it here somewhere. Lukaku and somebody else, but I don't have it here anymore, is out for Inter Milan. For Real Madrid, Carvajal, Odriozola, and I can't think of the other names. But yeah, Zidane has basically given the team an ultimatum. He said this is a final, or the rest of the group stage is a final. Treat it as is. I have very low expectations, but anywho.
Even without Lukaku and Sanchez?
The other team didn't have a Lukaku or a Sanchez.
No, that's true too.
So first game in Group B tomorrow, 12:55, Shakhtar Donetsk hosting Mönchengladbach, the German team with the greatest name, Mönchengladbach. I was not glad when we played them, but
Yeah.
we did get a point out of it, thankfully, and that keeps us in the running for Group B, at least second place, which I did not see coming. Anywho, Shakhtar Donetsk, Mönchengladbach, two good teams. I thought I would have seen a little bit more out of Donetsk against Inter Milan in the last match day. Mönchengladbach looked good and then gave up around the 85th minute in the last match day. I'm gonna let you guys take this one first.
Shakhtar upset 2-1.
Why do you consider it upset? A smaller team, smaller club?
Yeah, smaller club.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean, it should be Mönchengladbach that should be winning it, considering they are considered a big club in Germany and they've won European gold before.
Yeah, and this is their first time meeting in the Champions League for these two clubs.
Going Benzi special 2-2.
2-2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're putting a lot for Donetsk, being that they did not score, and they looked a lot weaker than they did against Madrid, playing at Inter Milan in the last match day. I guess in that sense, I'll take a Benzi special 1-1.
Huss.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, man? Let me get my comments rolling. So we move on to the second game of Group B at 3:00 tomorrow. What time is that for you, Sal? 10? 11, I mean?
12.
Well, oh, 3 hours. Wow. I'm like, yeah.
Man.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. I apologize. I'm thinking of the 12:55 time, which is like 9:55. So it's
I'm not dropping these banners, bro. My hands are right
here. Well, no, I know. Sal always has them on cue. He has like 8,000 screens and they're all listed. He just hits a button and they all just pop up.
I just wish I could like number them and just go off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just pop them off.
I think like you mean like hit a key and then boom, it pops up?
They just pop off, yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. We'll upgrade little by little. We'll get there hopefully soon.
And if you guys are listening in, Wash House is coming across the screen right now. Wash House.
So tomorrow, 3:00, Real Madrid hosting Inter Milan. I believe this is their 15th time. 7, 9, 6. Yeah, 16th time head-to-head. Real Madrid 6 wins. Inter Milan 7 wins. And then there's 2 draws. 20 goals for Real Madrid, 19 for Inter. And that's prior Champions League meetings. I'm going to go, man, I don't even know. I don't even know how to be. I support Real Madrid in the back.
Sorry, Sal. I didn't know it was just gonna cover you like that.
That's fine. I'll just like
I don't even know how to be like optimistic about tomorrow. Because every time I give a score and I just start watching the game, it's just
yeah.
Do
it, man. You know you want a Benzi special it.
Yep. I do. You're so damn right. Not even gonna lie about it. But we need a win, so I'm gonna pretend that I actually am enjoying saying this. But we win 2-1. We had a good weekend. I believe Inter lost this weekend. So
right, they did.
You know,
they did. Yeah. So do you want me to take this away, or Sal? You want to go ahead?
I'll go. We'll leave yours.
Yeah, we'll leave. Yeah, we have to leave him for last.
Great.
Okay. I got the Benzi special. I got the 2-2, same as against Mönchengladbach.
Okay, so repeat of match day 2.
Right. Well, I don't know why everybody was scared to say my pick. I also agree with Benzi of a 2-1 scoreline to Inter Milan,
Of
though.
course.
Come on, bro.
What do you mean, bro?
Talking about Shakhtar already went to the wash house and got a nice rinse. Muchen glad black, whatever. They went. They got them a nice rinse. Inter Milan gonna do the same thing. Lukaku gonna be like, yo, whoever's out there, rinse my draws out there. Wash house, boy. 2-1 Inter Milan upset. Real Madrid starts to struggle really badly in Champions League group stage. I'm on that train, so I'm gonna keep riding it out.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
So we move after the not surprising pick for Jay here. We move it into Group C. Can I get the standings, por favor?
Manchester City, FC Porto, Olympiacos, and last but certainly not least, Olympique de Marseille.
Olympique de Marseille. Would you say so far the biggest disappointment out of this group?
Yes.
Marseille?
Yeah. I would, like, no disrespect to Porto, Olympiacos. They both have good, they've always made an appearance in the Champions League. I believe Porto more than Olympiacos. But I felt like Marseille was a stronger of the three. But, Guardiola seems to find himself in manageable groups for the last 5 years, maybe 4. I don't know. And so once again, he seems like he's on the path to get out of the group once again. And then so beginning tomorrow, the first game for Group C, or actually both games for Group C tomorrow at 3:00. We'll go with Porto hosting Olympique de Marseille. I'm going to go 2-1 Porto.
1-0 Porto.
Okay.
I am going with the 2-1, but for Marseille. I believe in Marseille. Let's go.
I want to believe too, but I don't know, man. It's just been a lackluster start.
It isn't the wash house. Let's put it that way.
Oh my goodness!
We got at least one more point than they do. So.
Hey, Huss in the comments.
At least our washing machines are working.
That's true. That's very true. At least they do have a sufficient washing facilities. Hey, but Huss in the comments said City easily win that group. I definitely agree, Huss. They paid the big bucks to win the group. So
and that is also true. Yes, the fans in Marseille are one of the best, if not the best, in European football. I believe they actually have a video that covers that. I believe Copa 90 did something.
They do
in that respect, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a great video. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And then we go to the next game that's also at 3:00. Man City hosting Olympiacos. I'm sorry, but at this rate, I'm going to go with a 3-0 scoreline because it seems like 3 is Man City's magic number in the first two match days. So 3-0 Man City.
3-1 Man City.
I wanted to Benzi special this one, but 2-1 Man City.
It looks like Justin's turning blue.
Oh, no, never.
Oh man, that was a good one. So we moved to Group D. Why are you looking at me like that, man?
That was just, don't.
Group D, Sal. Can I get the standings?
Liverpool sit up in the top, followed by Atalanta, Ajax, and last but certainly not least, Michelin.
Yeah, good old Michelin. They seem to have a chance this week. I'm not sure if you guys have heard the news, but 11 players have tested positive for COVID on Ajax, which leaves them only bringing 17 players to this match.
The B squad.
It's a B squad plus you don't even get a whole full 25, which I believe is the cap, right? 25?
Yeah.
So Michelin, take advantage, get 3 points, make this group even more interesting. So we start off with the first game. Well, both games are also at 3 in this group. Atalanta hosting Liverpool. Sal, I'm gonna let you take this one.
I am continuing because I need to see this. 7-2 to Atalanta. But I know in reality it's probably going to be 3-2. But I still want that 7-2. Let's go. Liverpool is the perfect team to put 7 past. Let's go.
That's wild. Damn, man. I just want. Hey, man. The Scousers let in 7 already.
Mm-hmm.
So 4-2 Atalanta.
That was a good one. I'm gonna go with a 4-1 Atalanta.
Oh.
Just the defense is struggling. I believe they might not have Thiago Alcantara. They also don't have Fabinho in there. There was somebody else that I'm missing.
They're losing everybody.
Yeah, but it was I read Thiago and somebody else are doubtful. So I'm not. So they might still have them, but doubtful is very fiddle nowadays. Whatever. 4-1. Let's go with that. And I believe this is their first meeting because this is Atalanta's second season in the Champions League. So yes, first meeting for these two clubs. Michelin is hosting Ajax at 3:00 tomorrow. Michelin 1-0.
Benzi special. 0-0.
I am going with Danish friends over here. Michelin 2-1.
They need to take advantage. This is like the game that helps them kind of get a little bit of momentum. And they'll be playing Ajax on the turnaround again, but in the Netherlands. So Michelin could definitely use these 3 points. Ajax will be hurting because I believe they only have 1 point out of 2 games so far. All right, so now November 4th. Copa 90 used to be fire back in the day. They fell off these last few years. Yeah, I would agree with that. I watch them now and again. I do like to watch what's that new one? Tifu, I think. Have you guys heard of that one?
Nope.
Tifo football?
No.
They do a lot of good pieces. That incorporate like statistics and just a lot of like history and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we move on to November 4th. Group E. Sorry, I don't know. My mind went blank. I apologize for that. So can you hook me up with the standings?
The almighty Chelsea, London's favorite club, Sevilla FC, Krasnodar, and Rennes.
Is Krasnodar and Rennes tied on 1 point?
Yep, on 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 points for the other 2, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Krasnodar and Sevilla are the first. Well, not the first. Well, it's the first game.
Benzi's out of his element right now, everybody.
No, it's just since I'm going group by group, I don't know which games are at 12:55 on the 4th.
They're both playing at the same time.
Yeah, you see, that's what happened to me earlier because I was looking at the times instead of the group.
Yeah. I get you. I'm in your boat now.
Yeah.
So Sevilla is hosting Krasnodar de Sanchez Pizjuan, and they've actually played before. I'm not sure if this was Europa. This must have been Europa because I believe this is Krasnodar's first time in the Champions League. With that being said, they each have 1 win out of the 2 games that they played each other. 4 goals for Sevilla, 2 for Krasnodar in those head-to-heads. Sevilla is having a rough time as of late in La Liga. I'm very surprised that they're having such a rough time. They're down in the table, not where I expected them to be so early in the season, and especially starting off strong as they did. It looked like they were going to be top 4, maybe top 3 in La Liga. Tough game against Chelsea, 0-0. And then they got what it wasn't like an easy win for them against Rennes, was it? It was like 2-1 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Lopetegui has to get his ducks in a row. Actually, no, it was like 1-0, I believe, because Luc de Jong scored the only goal of the game.
Hold up.
So
yes, 1-0.
Yeah. So yeah, Sevilla. I'm gonna give it to you again. I'm not sure you're gonna put 4 past Krasnodar like Chelsea did, but I will give you a 2-0 win.
I think if it's one thing we have learned so far this season is that your league form and your Champions League form can vary wildly. So even though that is a worrying sign to be playing poorly in the league, it's also shown that you can come in the Champions League and pick up some form. I'm going to go 2-0 Sevilla as well.
I am going 2-1 for Sevilla. I think Krasnodar get one.
Fair enough. They did score against Rennes. Not sure they even had a chance against Chelsea. I can't remember the stats of that game. But yeah. All right. Well, Sevilla takes 3-0 here. So next game in that group E, also at 3:00, Chelsea, Rennes. Any Premier League fan want to take this one away?
Oh, this is a huge game for the almighty Chelsea. I'm going with the colossal 1-0. Reigns, the upset.
The almighty Chelsea will defend their honor at Stamford Bridge and go down 2-0 with their honor. Rennes, people.
Wow.
Rennes does have some interesting young talent. We brought it up before on here. Chelsea seems like they've picked it up a notch. I don't know how many notches exactly, but they put up a nice show last week. This week in the Premier League, Ziyech, doing bits again. I'm gonna go 3-1 Chelsea.
Benji knows Lampard's best manager in the world.
Man,
greatest manager in the Premier.
Please come to
Well,
Real Madrid. Not.
Will surpass Sir Alex Ferguson in wins one day.
That was only a matter of time.
It's gonna take a dig, but I'm gonna keep going. Group F, FA, SA. Sal, can you hook me up, por favor?
Lazio and Club Brujas are tied at the top with 4 points apiece. Borussia Dortmund with 3rd, and then finally Zenit.
Man, who would have thought? Club Brujas keeping out Dortmund, but then again, we saw them do work last season, and in a very interesting group, and even in that group, they managed to get Europa League action. So I guess we're in a sense we're somewhat surprised, but we're also kind of excited for them because we know what they're capable of. First game in that group, in Group F, Wednesday, 4th November, 12:55. Zenit hosting Lazio. Lazio, what was that last week? A 0-0 draw against Club Brugge?
Last week,
1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, I remember now. So, Zenit sitting on 0 points. Lazio somehow sitting on 4.
Somehow.
Well, we know how, but it's not expected. But like you brought up the main point earlier. League form, Champions League.
2 different things, man. Yeah. 2 different animals. Clearly, bro.
It clearly is, and in the sense of my team, clearly. So I don't know, man. Why don't you go first, because I really don't know where to go with this game.
I'm actually glad you deferred, because I'm excited to talk about this game. I have been ridiculously pro Lazio this entire Champions League season so far, and that is going to continue. 2-1 Lazio. Andres Pereira is going to get a goal. Oh my God, it's going to happen, bro. Calling it.
I am going with the Benzi specials. Then they get their first point. 2-2.
Man, it's a decent scoring game. In that sense, I'm going to go 2-1 Zenit. And we proceed to our favorite, Club Brujas, hosting Borussia Dortmund at 3 p.m. Wednesday, 4th November. Club Brujas. We need a new hashtag in here.
I'm not making that.
Sal's the man. He has all the cue cards ready. I want to say Las Brujas, but Dortmund is a damn good team, man. You know what? So Brujas stay up there for the lead in this group.
Bro,
I'm gonna go 2-2 on this game. Benzi special.
Damn, bro. I was gonna take that was my score line. FieldTalk for Brewhouse is floating across the screen, folks. FieldTalk for Brewhouse. I can't confirm or deny that I support that floating across, but that's neither here nor there. I'm also going with the Benzi special 2-2.
I am also going with the Benzi special as well. 2-2. Let's go.
All across the board.
Man, that was interesting turn of events there. So we move on to Group G.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about this group.
A beautiful Group G. What is the standings, my dear old friend Sal?
It is Benzi's favorite team, FC Barcelona, sitting at the top, followed by Juventus, Dynamo Kiev, and Ferencváros sitting last with 1 point apiece.
Wait, Ferencváros has a point?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy F, man. Totally forgot about that one.
I told you there's only 4 teams that have not gained points.
Istanbul, Başakşehir is one.
Yes.
Anywho, Ferencváros, the Hungarian team from Budapest, if I remember Sal telling me correctly, is hosting Juve and the GOAT, Ronaldo. Ronaldo is back. It is good to see.
Yes, sir.
And we got one hell of a show this past weekend.
Yes,
if you're
sir.
not aware, the man came off the bench, scored a brace in a 4-1 win for Juve. He's ready to just tear it up. Barcelona, you're coming later this month. Beware, especially with BS trolling you guys are doing. Ferencváros, I know you guys. They lost how much to Barca? 5-1.
5-1.
5-1. Yeah.
5-1. All right, so now the GOAT is here. I'll go 4-0. They don't even score. Juve 4-0.
3-0. Ronaldo hat trick. I mean,
on a team like this, you could see it.
No doubt, bro.
I'm also going for the hat trick for the GOAT, but it's going to be 5-0.
Woo! Rinsing.
All right. If Ferencváros scores, I'm going to be pissed. Because that means we all got it wrong.
Yep.
All right. So we move on. Barcelona hosting Dynamo Kiev. And supposedly, I think this game is doubtful.
Is it really?
Is it?
I think I read something about something being happening.
Yeah,
Not
because
sure,
the cases are surging, as always. It seems to be surging every day in Kiev. So it's still, this is what I read earlier today. It's in question. I'm not sure if they've came to a final conclusion at this point. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to pretend the game is still going on. Oh, by the way, tomorrow's Ferencváros.
Dynamo Kiev are missing 13 players in total.
So they're basically doing what Ajax is doing?
Basically, 9 with the virus, 1 suspended, and 3 injured.
Sheesh.
Okay. So Dynamo Kiev is in a Ajax situation, and that's unfortunate, especially when you're going to go to the Camp Nou and play Barcelona. That team doesn't seem to be having any issues at the moment, other than financial issues. Uh, so I don't know, 4-0, Barca.
House in the comments, Ukraine is a sketchy country. Hey man, I wouldn't want to be over there, bro. To be honest with you, Huss, I definitely wouldn't want to be out there. I mean, just I don't know. Anyway, though, also Huss, I love how there's Champions League every week. Yes, so do we. As far as my prediction goes, I'm going 2-0 Pessi, Barcelona.
You said 2-0.
2-0 to Pessi and Barcelona. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Jeez. If it happens, because what I'm reading, 13-man squad of A-list players is the lowest number that can be named for UEFA. If one more player tests positive or any injury or whatnot, game gets postponed. So at this point, I'm gonna say 3-0 for Barcelona.
Can they just DQ them for that game?
They could. There are rules that say they can, but I doubt they will.
At this point, what does Dynamo Kiev really have to lose, though?
You big guy, you got me on that one.
Because you're gonna postpone it to then delay everybody else, like in that group.
Well, it will just extend to the week after. So instead of ending on December, the second week of December, it ends on the third week of December.
Damn it. All right. Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah.
So they'll still hold the whole draw and everything for the teams, right? But whoever gets matched up against Barca or whatever will just how.
Yeah, I got you. So we move to the final group, Group H. First game of Group H is 12:55 Wednesday, 4th November. Sal, before I get into it, can you give me the standings of Group H?
So the leaders of the group, Manchester's red side, Manchester United, followed by Paris Saint-Germain and RB Leipzig sitting at second and third, tied. Finally, Istanbul, Başakşehir.
Istanbul, Başakşehir. So Jay, your team is playing against former players, or player, should I say, because it is just one. But there are two other former Premier League players. And then we have Leipzig and PSG fighting for that second spot. No Neymar for a while. And then looks like Mbappe is a doubt in tomorrow's game. So Leipzig might be thrown a lifeline there, especially after that thrashing that they had against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So we begin with the first game of this group at 12:55 Wednesday, 4th November. Istanbul, Başakşehir hosting the Red Devils from Manchester United. Jay, take it away. What's your prediction in this game?
We're talking about Manchester United in the Champions League this year. So Tony Martial returns. Anthony Martial returns for the dub. Everything just moves better when Martial's in the game. Even when he's not playing well, he just does other things that, you know what I'm saying, people just don't understand. He's also my favorite player on the team. Obviously, you've said that thousands of times. But Martial returns to the Champions League. Rashi doing Rashi things. He's a damn doctor, saving the country. He's going to do things. I'm going to go 3-0 comfortably for Manchester United against Istanbul. Welcoming Rafael da Silva, who I still love and admire, who never should have been sold from the club. But that's neither here nor there. 3-0, Man United.
Is there any players that are doubtful, or your team is good to go and all you have to worry about squad rotation?
Yeah, pretty much squad rotation. No Alex Telles, COVID. He tested positive for COVID. I think he just came back yesterday, but he's probably not going to be fit in time. So no Alex Telles. Bai's still injured. Waiting on him. He's not coming back to an international break. We'll just be looking at rotation. Maybe Cavani gets a start.
I got you. What happened with Bayi?
Bailly was injured on international duty.
Okay.
So again, unfortunately, bro stays
Unfortunately,
injured.
for real,
So,
man.
sucks.
That does suck. Sal, what is your take on this game?
Stradamus returns, people. 5-0. It's that. Nah, I'm just fucking. I'm fucking with you. I am completely fucking with you. Like,
I'd hang myself.
It's gonna be 4-0. Let's go, United. Keep it for the Premier League. One more. Let's go. Don't fail us like Tottenham failed us in the Europa League.
Right.
So I'm gonna give my prediction, and hopefully it stays true, unlike this past weekend. So 3-0 Manchester United. Istanbul back next year, I feel like we'll put up a good fight. They put up a good fight against PSG, but we all three know that Manchester United got the best of PSG in that game, in that first match day. So Manchester United, I would say, is the strongest team out of the group at this present moment. And so, yeah, 3-0. And then we move on to the second game of this group.
Ooh, doozy.
It is RB Leipzig, Rasenball, right? So,
Yep.
Rasenball? Yeah.
Rasenball.
I got it. Hosting PSG with it's currently Neymar-less, possibly Mbappe-less. So, what do they do without both of those two key players? Do you think they're still somewhat of a strong squad?
Is this a group of death?
Nah, I wouldn't consider
I
it
wouldn't
anymore.
consider a group of death with Istanbul there. It would have to be like 4 top contenders. Kind of batting it out.
I think we call Group B the group of death at this point. I think it's moved on.
Right. So, no Mbappe. You said no Mbappe and no Neymar.
Possibly no Mbappe. We're not sure
possibly.
Yet.
Yeah. I don't know. The return of Julian Draxler. Moise Keane. They're still out there. They still got some heat.
Still a decent team, right?
Yeah. But if you're asking for my prediction, then I can tell you that I think that it's going to be 3-2 RB Leipzig. It's going to be a good game, though. That's probably the biggest game.
Yeah.
Because, bro, the thing is one of the 3 teams is not going to make it out of that group. So that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go 2-1 Leipzig.
So I'm reading Mbappe did not train for this game.
Yeah, he has like a thigh injury or discomfort or something.
I will go 3-1 for Leipzig.
3-1 Leipzig. Okay. Fair enough. So there you go. We got all your groups predicted. How correct are we going to be? We guess we'll find out starting tomorrow. And then a couple hot topics, right? I was thinking, I like when I was like when I was like scheduling this show or whatever on the stream earlier today, I was like, I like legit wrote hot topics in the description of this video. And
what are we getting in trouble for this? Hot topics, never mind.
No, because one is Hot Topic, the store where you buy all your punk and grunge kind of clothing, or whatever type of clothing it is. I don't know what people consider it. And then you got Hot Topics with an S. So they really can't hit us on that. The only thing I was wondering if by me saying like Hot Topics, like if I'm gonna say Hot Pockets, could be a thing, but I doubt that too because I'm not saying pockets. I don't know. But what I was thinking is we get, who makes Hot Pockets?
Nestle?
Is it Nestle for real?
Yeah, it's Nestle, bro.
What the hell is Nestle doing making Hot Pockets?
Dabbling in everything, bro.
For real. Anyways, I'm not gonna say anything negative because if they want to throw me some hot pockets, by all means,
We're open to all sorts of endorsements over here.
But because that would be like a cool like ad segue, like hot topics brought to you by Hot Pockets. You know what I'm saying? That would be super lit. You know?
Perfect,
oh man.
So I had a little fun in my head. Dreams will be dreams, and then one day they probably will be something else. So hot topic number one. Since these games are coming, what we said earlier, that sounded somewhat derogatory, so I won't repeat it again.
What?
So I was asking if I said it in like a rated R version or PG. So I'm not gonna say it again because
you're so PC, Sal. You're so PC.
What are you talking about? Hard and fast, hard and
here
rough.
we go.
That's what she said.
I don't.
He can't. He's trying to get it back. He can't get
Thick
it
and
back.
long. I mean, come on, bro.
So a lot of teams that were projected to not be the favorites are little by little increasingly showing to be favorites or becoming favorites. One of the teams we just spoke of in Group H is Manchester United. Believe when the draw was settled, they had a 54% chance of winning, something of that nature. Since the last two match days have passed by, that has jumped up 45%, and they are now, I believe, wait, did I say that right? No, 49%. Sorry, 49%, because they jumped up 45, and now they are 94% favorites to win the Champions League. How does that make you feel, Jay? Hearing that.
It's good, man. I love there's nothing better than proving somebody wrong. Okay. There's nothing better than that feeling personally. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing better than that feeling as a team. When you're doubted and you prove them wrong, you know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling. I said that put some respect on my club. In the Champions League, Manchester United is doing it for the dub. So I'm feeling good.
Yeah. My team, on the other hand, went from 78% and has dropped down to 53%. So
so it's like they basically moved you guys' wash house from like a quality city to like the hood. So like, you know what I'm saying? So like
probably to Kiev.
Yeah, you guys are in a rough neighborhood to Ukraine, right?
Yeah, exactly. Once we got washed by Ukraine, they're like, just let's relocate. What is it? Oh, chains, right? Like a restaurant chain. So they're probably like, we're gonna move this. We're gonna start the next chain in Ukraine.
Real Madrid watch house in the Ukraine.
What's it called when people come into a neighborhood and they start? Oh, they gentrify the neighborhood. They gentrified Los Blancos neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Mönchengladbach almost got their own chain, but they decided not to sign the papers. So that is the
case. Huss back in the comments. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, Champions League only gets super interesting in the knockouts in February. Oh, yeah. I mean, I kind of like the group stages just because of what we were talking about. Like, some people doubting like Manchester United wasn't supposed to be able to beat PSG or Leipzig, even though we're one of the biggest clubs in the world, stuff like that. Look at Lazio, like what Lazio's doing in their group. That type of stuff's interesting. But I hear you though. In February, when the knockout stuff is on the line, it's a lot. The blood boils a lot hotter.
Yeah, so, I find the group stages to be only interesting in the sense that a small club can just poke through, and just make that final 16. But then that kind of kills the vibe because if they get matched up against a powerhouse, then we kind of already see the outcome.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's hard for those small clubs to kind of, like Ajax isn't a small club, and they made that great run a couple seasons ago. Mm-hmm. So when you see those type of clubs returning, then Huss does have a point. It makes the knockout stages that much more interesting because it's been forever that those fans themselves have enjoyed it, and then we finally get to see what that club's history, kind of shining through in our era. of being able to enjoy the Champions League. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And another topic that came across, which I feel like I talk about this every show, but the good boy Pep Guardiola is making headlines once again.
You definitely want to be Guardiola, bro. You
No,
want to be
I don't want to be him. I want to see him gone.
it?
And
Just shave your head, bro.
Yeah.
do you see this? It's not going anywhere.
No.
Guardiola is saying that this is the most difficult Champions League. This season is the most difficult Champions League, and he does not think that Manchester City will be able to win it.
Oh man,
This to me sounds like Pep Guardiola making an excuse for already failing. He
Bro,
knows he's gonna get out of the group, but he knows he's not gonna get to the Champions League final. So he's already preparing. So then when he walks out the door, there's really, he's not hearing any noise as he's walking out of out of City's front door or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. And then on the contrary to that, if they do good, and then he's like, "Well, I didn't think we were gonna be able to do anything," Bro, come on, man. They get a sucker group every season. They get a play Mickey Mouse, Play-Doh, Patel. Do they still make? Is it Mattel or Patel? Who makes the toys?
Mattel.
Yeah, Mattel. Yeah, bro. Toys R Us out of business group every season. They're already top of the group. The group is not even over, and he's already complaining, bro. Come on, man. He's trying to save face for either or. He's gonna play a both. Well, I already told you we couldn't win it. Oh, but we played with house money because I said we couldn't win it. Fraudiola, bro. Fraudiola.
In the year that they were supposed to win last year, where everything was, single elimination games, they came up short, right? And now this year, where everything is packed, you think, oh, okay, it's gonna be better for them. Nah, he's gonna be gone and out before we know it, and
right.
on to Paris or Italy.
Yeah. Huss has a good question here.
Question. Yeah.
If Guardiola leaves City without a Champions League trophy, would he be considered a failure despite his Premier League titles?
You know what? I'm gonna say yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna say yeah because of the simple fact that Man City has let it be known that their ultimate goal is to win the Champions League, and they've been trying to do that since they influxed all that money. Bayern's ultimate goal is to win the Champions League as well because they run roughshod over the Bundesliga, right? They brought in Guardiola to make that a reality. They didn't bring in Guardiola to win. They do that every year regardless. They brought him in to win Champions League. He didn't do it. City, they had the money to win. They were winning leagues with Mancini and Pellegrini. They didn't need Guardiola to win the league. They brought him in to bring UCL, and he is not doing it. So, Huss, now that I've actually calculated it in my brain, I'm going to say he is a failure if he doesn't win the UCL with City. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, word for word, you got that completely spot on. Guardiola did not excel in the Champions League format at Bayern. He then left Bayern, walked out on them. And I believe it was, I forget how to say his name, Jupp Heynckes?
Yeah, Heynckes.
Yeah.
Heynckes. He came in, and right away, he was
just
he orchestrated that team perfectly. He knew exactly where to put his players at, but he is a legend of Bayern Munich, for those of you who do know. So he knew exactly what to do with the right amount of players.
But most of those are Guardiola players.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he failed there. He's failing here. I'd definitely get a great laugh if City, hopefully not, but it'd be funny in the sense that, Guardiola leaves City and then somebody comes in, takes the reins, and ultimately wins championship.
That would
yeah.
hilarious to me.
Because that would basically make my point concrete that Guardiola is not that great of a.
But wouldn't you say then the excuses would be made for Guardiola, like, oh, he had all these players injured all the time. Aguero had glass knees, and his defenders were shit, and right, they'll come up with that kind of excuse just to
There'll be people that make that excuse, but then you could counter it with like, yo, you spent $600 million on the back line, bro. Anytime you had an injury, you just threw money at it. Like there's managers out there winning that don't have that option. Hey, but great question.
Yeah,
Cuz
it was. Well, yeah, we had two more at hand, but we kind of talked about them while we broke down the predictions. The one, Ronaldo being back, kind of made our statements there, and then Ajax being hit by COVID, and then lo and behold, Dynamo Kiev is also being hit by COVID and injuries. So, Michelin, take advantage. I'm gonna say it one last time before I get out of here, and that's that. So we'll end on Guardiola, which I feel like we've ended on Guardiola thanks to me a couple of times. But remember, guys, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe as it continues to help our channel grow. And thank you, Hus, for being here with us tonight. And great questions from the start since you've been in here. Also, for those listening on the podcast streaming apps, hope you guys enjoyed. And take it away, Jay, because I'm blank.
Yo, it has been a marathon, but Field Talk has been consistently coming with the content. I know I made that promise early on in the year, and it was kind of wishy-washy, but we're back in the game. Follow us on our personal Twitter at FieldTalk _ at FieldTalk _ Benzie, at South Talk Soccer. Actually, that's a little bit too dull. Let me go back and say that one more time. Follow the kid at I can't even do it now. FieldTalk _ aka the Sauce Man, aka sometimes Bagman. Follow FieldTalk _ Benzie, aka the Boss, aka the Pride of Hialeah, Florida, and follow at South Talk Soccer, aka South Stradamus, aka South Nose. Thank you, H Huss, in the comments in the show all night. Shout out Ohio. Follow us on Field Talk Pod under Twitter. Field Talk _ This is the worst intro I've ever done. I can't believe this. I'm so
Outro.
I can't even say that. I can't even say that right. Anyways, go in the description below. Click all that stuff. I can't even do my job tonight. Very upset. Vote. All that stuff. Content. Peace out.
Ciao, people.
Washing machine in Kiev.
Also, thanks for the docs. Anyways.